has gone missing. Sorry about that. What are we going to do? Now, I'm going to tell you some secrets. A very big secret about these guys. Just like a child after feeding, we're talking about a newborn here now, it needs to be burped, correct? So after a drink, the baby likes to be burped after drinking some milk. But with tulips, they like to be burped before a drink. So how do they burp? I'll show you how they burp. Using a pen, we're going to place it under the head. So that's gone through the head. So it's just burped, but it wants to burp even more. Through the torso, we're pinning it again. And then if you like, through the knees. Now you're doing it a favour, you're allowing burping. Next is too much water, you're right. We're not slipping on the heels, so they're not female. Tulips are male. Flush. Why do we do that? Because they've got enough watery deposits in the stem. So flush. That also stops it from growing taller. We don't want extra length. If you want them dwarfed at one, look at this one. Well, look at these. They're standing tall. Well, one reason is that it's still in the soil, so it allows them to stand up like soldiers. But we're talking about cut flowers here today. So, we don't want them to wilt, we want them to stand tall like soldiers. Implement burping. And don't slip on the heels, we're cutting them flush, they're male. Yeah? So with that in mind, flowers make the world go round, and I'm going to demonstrate that shortly. Now, when they're extra flexible, it means they're old. When they snap easily, it means they're fresh. Yep? Okay. So I'm going to be very, very careful with my tulips this morning because they're certainly fresh. And just like that, I'm just placing them into the fish bowl. Any way you like. Remember, you are creative and you owe it to yourself to reflect that in floristry. So, always remember this, folks, an actor is only as good as his director. So you girls can maybe go out and maybe be encouraged to do some floristry with other institutions. But if you've got a boring teacher who doesn't teach from heart, you're probably going to sleep in class. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Yes. So the good news is sometime in September, do-it-yourself floral arrangements is coming to Flower Power. We're having a school. So forget about your florist and forget about the flower market. You are going to be taking care of events. So if you've got a daughter getting married, come to my class and I'll teach you how to save money and not go to a florist, because you can do it. How does that sound? Right. Good? Okay, so slowly, look what's happening there, folks. We're creating a piece of art. Is that easy? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay. So just adding a little bit more to the mix. Okay. Almost done. Now if you want to be, where am I? Oh, here they are. If you want to be a little bit more different, back to my Brussels sprouts. Fill in the centre with Brussels sprouts, just to make it look different. Now, you don't have to, it's optional. And if it's not Brussels sprouts, it's mandarins. We sell mandarins here at Flower Power, and it's also colour. So if you want to add colour, and like I said earlier, what you paint your nails with, it makes your toenails with, the same colour. So we've got some orange and yellow happening there. So if you want to add some mandarins, you can do that. So just to garnish, anthurium leaf, again, on the side, if you want to unpeel a mandarin like so, just on the side so you can create some fragrance to the arrangement, you can do that as well. So just like that, flowers make the world go round. And if you just want to dress it up just a little and let the Brussels sprouts act as a hold because what's happening here, we're standing them, and just like that, they stand like soldiers because the sprouts are holding them in place. Can you see that? How easy is that? Uninterrupted, you can do this in 5 minutes. So flowers make the world go round. Next is the last quickie of the week.
Do you put water in there?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
So you cover up the tulips that are in the bowl.
What's that done?
You fill the water up to the top above the...
With fleshy, good question. With fleshy plant material, shallow water. Always remember that. The golden rule is to shave off the legs, which is the extra foliage. Extra foliage that sits in water will be the acceleration to bacteria. And you're going to be killing your flowers a lot more sooner than likely required. So add flower food, but shallow. And I'll demonstrate that. Demonstrate that shortly. Hang on. My microphone came in. Okay, so just like that. I won't add too much water, just a little.
So basically you've got to make sure that you can once you put around the bottom part of the tulip sits in.
That's right. If you're after a very, let's just say you don't want extra K's out of your plant displays, it doesn't matter if you put them in water or not. So just like that, that's enough.
How often would you need to change the water?
Good question. With flower food water, you add to it, you don't change it. It can last up to 7 days, so maybe on the 4th day, top it up. On the 7th day, get rid of it and replace